Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Welcome everybody. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the market today. This is the S&P 500 futures we're looking at here, the December contracts, which, by the way, are going to expire real soon. So I know most of you probably don't trade futures, but for those that do, just be aware you want to be switching over to the March contract if you're going to trade futures. For those that trade the SPY, the SPY, or any other ETFs, then you don't have to worry about that. Okay. All right. So what's going on here? First, let me switch over and show you my trade for the day. And did I make a profit? Let's take a look. Okay, there you are right there. I made $1,031.25. Was an awesome day. Awesome day. Look at this big red candlestick. Oh, yeah. 2 days in a row of yesterday was $800. Today was $1,000. $1,800 in 2 days. Happy camper. Okay. So this is a real trade. December 6th, you can see right there. And as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, I was trading the March contracts for the futures. These are the E-micro contracts. I kept it small, 3 contracts, and then covered and closed this position out. At the time I took the screenshot, the position was still open, but I think I closed it for like $1,010 or something. Okay. All right, let's switch back to the chart. I'm going to keep this video short today and tell you where I think things are going with the market. So, 2 big red down days. This little green candlestick, if you can see it right there, let me make this a little bit bigger. Let's make this a little bigger. Little bigger. Can I get it? Yeah, there we go. This little green candlestick right there, that's the night session that's already started. Futures are already trading, and that would be for December 7th, I think. Yeah, December 7th, 2022. So here's what I think is going to happen, just real quick. I think it's possible that we might just see a little bounce, a little chop. It might come up like that and then resume to the downside. Or it could just go straight down. This candlestick might not even be able to gain any momentum upward and just come straight down. What I don't think we're going to get something really strong right now and get up here to this trend line again, this upper trend line. I just don't think that's going to happen. At least not right now. Okay. So let me make things a little bit smaller so you can see just how big this trend line is. This trend's been going all the way from the all-time high, way back here in January. So you can see that big old trend line touching in 3 different places. There, and then just recently, about 4 trading days ago. And then over here on the bottom, it hit here, and we don't have a 4th one. So guess what? Look at this MACD right here. Starting to roll over. You see that? Let me just make this really obvious. See if I can get this to be a little bit bigger. There you go. And MACD is starting to roll over, guys. Look at this thing. It came all the way up, way back here in August. Came down in October. Now it's all the way back up here. I don't think it's going to just turn around and go up again, guys. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's rolling over right now, and I think this is going to start playing out, going down for quite a ways, all the way more or less into February and March. Okay, the MACD is a really good indicator for looking at long-term trends and what do you think is going to happen, right? So if I smush that back up a little bit, okay, look at that. See this? I got the wrong thing here. I got the wrong thing. See this? It looks like I grabbed, for some reason, I screwed it up really good. I'm so sorry. I got the wrong thing. There we go, pencil. Look at this. Right? Guess what? Guess where this is going? You can see it every time it comes up here. What does it do? Basic stuff, guys. Basic geometry. What's it going to do? Going to go down. Okay. This daily chart. Okay. I don't believe there's going to be some amazing little boop boop. Nah, chances are could happen, but I don't think so. Okay. So just looking at one of the slower indicators like the MACD, the way I have it set up, slower indicator to help us get a sense of what's happening long term, right? This going down, guys. That's what's going on. Okay. Let me just get this magnified a little bit better again so we can get kind of zoom in where we're at today. So this is one of my own indicators down here at the bottom left, the universe indicator. Look at this big old spike. Big ramp up. So why is that a big deal? Well, with the MACD rolling over, we had divergence dots on the Big Daddy forecast, also one of my own indicators. The SMI, Stochastic Momentum Index, also at the same time these two are having divergence dots. Oh yeah, that's a big deal. And the universe indicators going up, it's inverse to what the stock market's doing. If the stock market's going down, universe is going up. That's not always the case. Okay, but in this particular scenario that we're looking at here in the last 4 or 5 days, it is. I'm very familiar with these indicators and how they function and operate because I wrote them. All right. So let's take a look back here, way back here in August. Look at all these divergence dots that started popping up on the Big Daddy and then the SMI. And what happened? Whoop, bang. Right? Then look at this whole period in here. This whole period here. No divergence dots at all during this whole time. None. Not a one. SMI only had 2. Right? Then as we got into October, they started showing up again in the SMI and on the Big Daddy. Had a little reaction, right? And then we got again here in November and again here. And let's see, I think that was that the beginning of December? That was, yeah, no, I'm sorry, November 30th was this one. And all of these came in at the same time. And I could go back even further back, but anytime you start seeing this kind of stuff where all the divergence dots start ganging up together, particularly on the Big Daddy and the SMI together, like we're seeing here, okay, with the MACD being this high and rolling over, okay, that's really nice. You know, what's not, the certainty rate, which works with the universe indicator, what's not shown on here is what happened over the weekend, because the certainty rate gets data over the weekend. So does the universe. After all, the universe never stops. So that's not shown on this chart. Why? Because these candlesticks only show up during trading days. So if something happens over the weekend, it doesn't show up on the chart. Makes sense? But I happen to know I keep an eye on the data. Over the weekend, what happened really was a little boop boop like that. It just doesn't show up here. It doesn't show up because the dates over the weekend are on this chart, right? The candlesticks don't match any weekend dates. We all know that. No trading on the weekend. Okay, but I told my members, I said, get ready. I think it was right there, just before it all started coming down. That was Friday dot, and I told them Sunday night, get ready. The market's gonna come down. I feel like it's gonna pull back. I mean, yes, it hit the upper trend line. That definitely helps out to help make the call a little bit easier. But you know, it's nice to know that the exact day. Oh my gosh, absolutely nailed it. I was ready to roll. Sunday night, I shorted a contract, then 2, then 3, made $800 there, and $1,000 today right there. Okay. All right, so like I said, what do I think is going to happen next? It's possible we get a little like green day here, maybe even up a little bit, and then I think it's going to resume back down into the 15th and the 16th, which is this end of this cycle right here, down into there. Okay, I'm not sure how low it's going to go, but I think there's more to come, and I do think that the 50-day moving average is in jeopardy. 38.40 right now. It's probably going to rise a little bit still here because this is still going up, but it maybe gets up to 38, you know, I don't know, whatever that is right there. 38.75-ish. Maybe somewhere in there. 38.70, 38.80. Not really sure. Okay, but I think it's going to come down and touch this 50-day moving average, and I think eventually it's going to break through it. Okay. So we'll just see what happens as we get past December 15th and 16th. Do we get a bounce, you know, cyclically speaking? do we get a bounce? So that would be, that would translate into something kind of like whatever, let's say it comes down, touches this, maybe it goes through a little bit, I don't know. Okay, and then as we get into this cycle, it bounces up. Okay, it might stall a little bit here in the middle of this little small cycle and then get some more legs under it as this cycle takes over. Right now it's hard to tell. I don't think it'll get back up to this trend line. I really don't. I think from there, somewhere in this area over here, guys and gals, it's bombs away down into this February 5th, the week of February 5th. I mean, it is bombs away. That's going to be huge. I think it's going to get very deep. I think it could get down into 3,200. I'm not really sure exactly how far it's going to go, but it's going to get, I think you're going to see 600-point loss from where we're at right now, 700-point loss, something like this. Maybe even more. Looks like it's going to go deep. Okay, but short term, maybe this might continue down right away, or it might kind of chop and come up and have a couple days of boom boom, and then I think it's going to resume back down and maybe touch this 50. That's short term. That's my best guess. With the MACD rolling over like this, I think people get excited. They're going to see a couple green days in here. They're going to think, oh, look, we're going up. It's going to be kind of like one of those deals. Something like that. You see how the MACD was rolling over here, got a couple green days, and then crash. I don't even like using the word crash, but you know what I mean, down. Okay. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think we get a couple green days in here, something like that, and then the price decline is going to resume down into the 50-day. That'll be our next support. This little candlestick right here has also got a little support at the bottom of it, which is 39.12 on the continuous contract. But that's going to change as we get ready to move over to the new contract. The prices are going to change a little bit. But okay. All right, let me switch over to something else I'm going to finish up the video with. I just want to show you something real quick, and then we'll end the video, okay? Okay, I talked about this in some recent videos as well, but I just want to mention Giddus. Let me get black here. GiddusCharts.com. Right now, this is still just a picture. There's nothing, but this is going to be an app that's going to be downloadable. I'm still working on the app, but if you didn't watch my last video, I'll put a link in the description. You can go, and there's basically a tutorial I do on this app. This app will automatically generate cycles for you. Very nice app. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of it right now because I did that yesterday's video. I'll put, like I said, put a link in the description. So go look below the video, click on it. You can go watch. Kind of near maybe the middle or the end of the video, I go over this entire app and the amazing this is a breakthrough app. Breakthrough app. Look at this. Wherever there was cycle lows, boom, price came down. Cycle low right here, price came down. Okay. It was a very strong cycle. You can see a flat spot, cycle came down. Boom. Boom, this one here. Boom, this one here. Okay. That's how in the last 2 days, guys, that's how I made, partly I used this app to help confirm some things, and that's how I made $1,800 in 2 days. As you saw in the beginning of this video, it was a $1,000 day. Well, this app helped me do that. Okay, it basically shows you the cycles and where prices are going to decline. Which the inverse of that would be, it may help show where prices are going to increase, right? Coming out of cycles like that. So very nice app. Keep an eye on this website, GiddusCharts.com. Like I said, right now it's just a picture, but I'm working diligently when I have spare time to get this site up and running. This app right here is going to be downloadable. Initially be for Windows PCs and Windows desktop, and maybe we'll do Android later. We'll see. But you can download this app. You can use it. Okay. Very, very sophisticated app. A very powerful app. As you can see over here on the grid, it's helps guide you on what it believes are the best cycles, and then you just click on the grid and it draws the cycles for you. Okay, in this particular picture looking at here, we're using SPY, spider data. Okay, initially this will be daily data, daily chart, right, daily candlesticks, and then we'll think about weekly and possibly shorter time frames, but initially it's just going to be for daily. Okay. So I hope you saw at the beginning of the video how I made a very profitable trade today. I used this app to help me do that, plus the other indicators that you saw in the video that I have on the charts I showed a little bit earlier. The universe, the Big Daddy, okay, the certainty rate, like I said, came over the weekend. All that collectively will be available to members at getdischarged.com once I get the site up and going. So hopefully in the next few weeks or month or two at the latest, I'll have the site up, bare minimum site. You can register for free, log in, do all that, create your own password, and you'll be able to download this app you see in front of you, okay, which will be a monthly subscription, so you can use the app as long as you're paying for it. And there'll be a cheapy subscription in there too. You won't get the app for the cheapy subscription, but you'll get a video like I'm doing here occasionally, and you'll get access to the Discord server. And I put out an email every night for my members, basically giving them what I think is going to happen in the marketplace, okay? All right, hope you really enjoyed the video. Be keeping it short today. Talk to you all real soon again. Next time, if you want to subscribe to this particular YouTube channel, just go ahead and click the subscribe down there and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you want to join the current membership, because there is a membership for $5.99, you can do that on YouTube. Right now below the video, there's a join button. Just click that, and you can join for $5.99. And like I said, you'll get access to Discord server and nightly emails, okay? That's going to change once this getdischarged.com site comes up. We'll move all the membership over to this new site instead of being on YouTube, okay? But until then, that's what you can do. Talk to you all real soon next time.